Hey guys, it's Rob from Trade Sniper, and I'm going to go over a quick, small little vertical spread that I put on here on Apple today, leading into earnings. Um, and it's just, I'm a big fan of trading small and trading often, so I do a lot of these small little tight spreads, and I usually close them out early, way before I need to, just to kind of get that bird in hand, which is a lot different than a lot of people that I see online talking about buying calls and short expiration. And I'm a dad of four, so I like to just do things that are more passive and let it ride, and just take early profits. And that's kind of my style. So if you guys like that, sounds like something you might be interested in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Um, Okay, so here we have Flow Algo. It's one of the unusual options activity software platforms that I use. There's three of them that I use. Flow Algo is a good one. It usually kind of weeds out a lot of the mess, and you're just going to see like the larger sweeps and big orders and stuff. Um, I'm not a big fan of following unusual options activity on the put side at all, because I think a lot of bigger firms and stuff use that as just hedging and protection. So I kind of ignore that usually. I think it can be alarming for no good reason a lot of the times. But on the call side, I do look for like really weird, unusual things. And if it's a large quantity, way out of the money, leading into an event or some news was just, then usually somebody does know something. I don't advise blindly following unusual options activity, but you know what? If you see something that's intriguing, do some homework and look at the stock, and usually you will find something that is compelling to buy that stock, or something comes out shortly after. So sometimes you just can hop on the bandwagon once the news actually comes out or whatever it is. So again, not advice. Don't blindly follow things. Don't blindly follow me. But just for research and education purposes, I post these videos. So anyways, I like what I'm seeing here in the Apple unusual options activity. And so what I did right before the closing bell, which you guys probably heard go off there a second ago, was put on this tight little spread. So you got Apple earnings coming up. I can just tell by volatility that it's in this week here. So that is there, April 30th expiration. So I'm going to actually go 1 week past that. And the goal here is not to like play Apple earnings, not to hold this through earnings. It's actually just to play the ride into earnings, which I hope is a positive one for Apple. It's had quite the run over the past few days, but I think my theory is that that may continue into earnings. And so what I'm looking for here is just a bump to like 135 bucks or something like that. If I can just get the price up in the middle of the spread, I should be able to see something like a 25 to 50% return on capital, go ahead and close it out and have that bird in hand. So I'll just show you the math on this spread. I've already done it about 30 minutes ago, but here's what the math looks like. So each one of these that I do, it's going to cost, I think I bought it for something like 91 cents or something. I forget. But let's just say it's 93 cents. It's 93 bucks. And my max profit, so that'll be my max loss because this is a debit spread. And then my max profit is going to be 107 bucks if it's at 134.93 by expiration. So I did two of those. And again, my theory is always to trade small and trade often. That way I'm averaged into moves and I can average out of moves and everything. And also to close out early. So really my max profit's 107 bucks on $93 of capital here, but I'm probably going to close once I have like a $25 to $50 profit, maybe even less, because think about it. Like I'm putting up 93 bucks. Let's just call it 100 bucks. If I close that when I have a profit of 10 bucks, it's a 10% return, and it may only take 5 or 10 days to achieve that. So I'm thrilled with that type of return, especially if you're doing this, lots of these over the long run. So anyways, I put that on, and guys, subscribe to the channel if you like this style of trading, if you found this video beneficial. Also, I'm going to include a link below which shows you all of my open trades that I and past trades that I post here on YouTube, just so you guys can see my performance and kind of some of the stuff that I'm doing. Again, this is not advice. It's just, and please don't follow me blindly. But, just for educational purposes. And really, my goal is to show you guys that you can kind of like trade small and trade often. You don't have to YOLO your entire account away. And just go crazy like some of these guys that just simply buy short-term calls and either make millions or lose all their money. That's definitely not my style. I got 4 kids to feed, so all right. Thanks for tuning in, guys.